What's up, everybody? Maddox here. Welcome back to the Pokehistorian. We're doing another one of my fireside chat videos where I just chat in this camera about whatever I'm thinking about with the Pokemon market, and we just go with it. So what have I been thinking about tonight? Well, tonight I've been thinking about Pokemon investing versus collecting. And there's a lot of different ways that people do this. I'm going to show you what I do so you can kind of get some ideas. If you like what I do, hope you learned something and maybe you can do something similar. If you want to do things your own way, you can do that too, but I'm going to show you what I do and why I do it that way. So first off, let's just go into the investing side of things. This is how I invest in Pokemon cards. I buy the box, I bring it home, I store it away, and I let it sit. That's it. I mainly just get the booster boxes. Sometimes I'll get the ETBs if it's a specialty set, and occasionally I'll get some booster bundles. There's literally nothing else to it. You don't have to overthink this. You don't have to plan strategically or critically. It's just a time-old tested strategy. Just get the damn box, put the damn box away, and get back to enjoying the hobby. That's what I do. That's literally all that I do. So then, well, what about singles, Matt? Do you invest in singles? Not really. There are some very, very rare exceptions. Like earlier this year, I bought a couple copies of the Articuno and the Wailord from Journey Together just because I really like those cards. But that's the key though. I really like those cards, so I bought some extras of them. I really only buy cards that I like a lot. And then if they end up going up in value, so be it. If they go down a few dollars, so be it. That is kind of the beauty of collecting in the Pokemon world. And I guess like collecting this kind of stuff in general is that like, at least with this type of hobby, when you buy something, you know you're not going to lose your shirt on it. You know, like, yeah, like maybe if you buy a $500 card, it goes to 400, okay, whatever, it still is worth a lot. Versus just paying for what, like some sort of online subscription service where I'm just giving my money to some corporation all the time and I get to watch, let's say it's Hulu, I just get to watch some shows. I mean, that's great to watch things, but with this, like I put money into it and it's almost like putting money, this is like a little like bank vault or something, you know, it's like you put it into it, it's a little account and either goes up and down. But I like that about this hobby, but like I also like the fact that, you know, these cards are very important to me. I've always liked the Pokemon games. Brings me back a lot of memories from my childhood to being in 3rd grade when Pokemon Red and Blue first came out, and what a time to be alive that was, really. So like I just like having the shiny cardboard, and I like looking at the cards. It's fun for me. I was looking at my cards before I started this video, and I don't know, it just brings me some joy. Like the money on the side is kind of ancillary. That being said though, even though I do buy these cards for my own personal enjoyment, as I've told you before on this channel, I have been selling a lot of stuff this year. So let me tell you kind of how I get there. So there are 2 types of cards I end up with, right? Number one, the type of cards that I actually want, and I go and buy them on TCG Player or eBay or Mercari. And I have them and I put them in my collection, and it's great to have them. The second type of cards I get are cards where, you know, occasionally I'll be at Walmart picking up my groceries, I'll get a 3-pack blister, maybe I'll pull an illustration rare out of that, right? And it's like, okay, cool, I got a little hit. Was it a card I would have necessarily wanted if I didn't get the hit? Probably not, but I got it. So, you know, after a while, if you collect for a while and you collect with your like, you do end up with a pretty good assortment of cards. And sometimes you end up with probably more than you really need. So what happens? Well, there are times like this year and late last year where all of a sudden the great Pokemon roulette wheel gets real popular and it starts spinning around. And every few months, the roulette wheel will end on a different type of card or variety of card or whatever. And that particular type of card will all of a sudden just go way, way, way up in price. I mean, we're seeing that right now with sort of the end of the promo boom, I would say, that we've kind of been in the last couple months, and now we're in sort of like a Mew boom and a Gengar boom. We're probably entering into a Charizard boom, I would think, too. But this collective of people online, like the internet hive mind, like it runs like this roulette wheel, and they're constantly spinning it, you know, trying to grab little bits of money wherever they can. And there will come a time where it stops on a card you have, and that card will rocket up in price, and then you got to make a decision. You got to figure out, is this something I am okay with selling for a significant amount of profit, or does this card like really, really mean that much to me? And you're faced with a decision. And then, you know, I end up valuing my liking for the card versus the cost of it, and I kind of go like this, and wherever I end up, if I end up liking it a lot, I'll keep the card. If I end up liking the money more because it's reached a price I'm comfortable with, I'll go ahead and sell it, you know? Like, I got a lot of cards, so like I don't mind getting rid of some of them. Like right now I got like a Gengar VMAX for sale, and it's not the alt art, it's just the regular one, but I mean, it's shopped to like $40, and it's like, I don't really care about this card. If people are willing to buy it for $40, I'll go ahead and list it on my card for $40, and I'll make like $35 profit or something like that. And I can put that money towards something else I'm working towards in life, one of my goals. So that's where I kind of get, like, I buy the cards that I like, and then I, you know, we'll pull some random cards. And then when the great roulette wheel stops on one of the cards I like, then I make a decision of whether or not I want to go ahead and sell that card. I don't usually buy singles just with the idea of speculating like, oh, well, you know, this has got a Pikachu and it's got this stamp over here in the corner, so this is going to be a high value card, so I better pick it up. No, I don't do that. If I don't like the card, I don't buy it. But that's kind of the beauty of being, like, you know, a collector. Like, at least if you're a collector that is okay with parting with some of your stuff from time to time, is that you can literally finance your goals in life, or just finance putting more money into this hobby if you're okay with parting with some of the things that you've collected that you don't really care too much about. Like this card for me right here, this is probably a no sell. I love this card. Picked it up at Collecticon earlier this year. Love the blue one. It's a pretty sick Lugia card. To me, it's very underrated. I don't think I would sell this unless it went to like 20K or something, and I don't think that's happening right now. So, yeah, everybody's got a price. This ain't at my price I'd be willing to sell it at, because the value and enjoyment I get out of it is worth up to 20K. So anything under that, like, I'd rather just have my card. So anyways, to wrap this up, that's kind of how I approach this hobby. If I want to strictly invest, I buy these damn things. I don't invest in these. I collect these because I like them, and then usually my collecting senses will pay off to some level in the future, because I will sell certain cards once they reach certain prices if they're not something to me that really matters. And then of course I also have certain cards that I'll never sell too. But that's about the gist of it. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you want to see more stuff like this, like and subscribe. I'll do a new video soon. Take care.